Hello everyone, my name is Philip and this is another Piesta's book reviews. Today I'm going to tell you about a book that I just finished reading called V for Vendetta. It's by Alan Moore and David Lloyd. It was made originally in the 80s. Was printed on DC Comics, I believe. It's a continuous series and this is the volume where they pack everything together. It even has a couple of other pages that were never published before at the end. It also includes a short story about how the V for Vendetta was made or where the idea came from. This is a republishment by Vertigo Comics, apparently. Yeah, Vertigo. And it includes the original stuff that was released at DC. And this little extras. So about the story itself, it's a very cool story. It's about this character called V. He lives in London and he's a sort of anarchist fighting an authoritarian regime that's been installed in London. It's very poetic. The writing is very good. The drawings are also pretty good. They feel a bit outdated, the drawings, mostly on the ink. You can tell that it looks, well, it looks 80s, you know, that's the main thing. If you're used to nowadays comics, the inking is not done this way, it's a different way, but it works very well, you read it very well. I had to compare it to the movie because I had watched the movie first. There are some differences between the movie and this one. Obviously, the movie is an adaptation, so it happens. But I think it remained pretty faithful. So I was generally happy with reading this. I liked it. I gave it a 4 stars out of 5 on Goodreads. I recommend it to everyone, especially if you like, I don't know, stuff related to the Orwellian age kind of thing. It's not really an age, it's more like a topic. Orwell made this whole series of stories that are focused around fascism and authoritarian regimes that take over and that you, the people, allow them to be there by your inactivity or lack of response. And this book really talks about that a lot. Mostly the storyline, it's completely around how you would like to have anarchism again. For those who don't know, this face is actually a portrait of Guy Fawkes, which was a guy who tried to blow up the parliament in London and was killed for it, as far as I know. And in this comics, he tries, the person who is no longer Guy Fawkes but uses the mask of Guy Fawkes, has that vision of destroying things and how you can bring down the authoritarian regime and bring freedom back to the people, even if the people don't really appreciate it, or they allowed themselves to be fallen into this for safety. There is a lot of racial issues as well and homophobic issues as well that are being raised in this book. It talks against them because fascism regime, of course, tries to keep the purebreds of the safe nation there, and everything else is just trash. So I think this is a very important book for all kinds of reasons, for the political reasons, also for storyline. Alan Moore really became a real icon in storytelling, especially in the comics. And David Lloyd was a big influence in V. He didn't just do the drawings. You can read it at the end when they talk where the inspiration for this comic came from, that David Lloyd was very active in figuring out what they actually wanted to write about, and the whole thing around the characterization of the different characters, the plot. So he was part of the process. It was a lot of teamwork between both, not just separate process where one writes and then the other guy just tries to do the drawings on top of that. So yeah, I really like this book. I highly recommend it. Go check it. What else is there to say? Nothing else. If you like this video, like, subscribe, check the rewards I have out on Patreon, and see you next video. Oh yeah, let me also know the comments if you already seen this, either the book or the movie. Let me know in the comments below, and yeah, take care. Bye bye.